It is time for our segment. Oh, what a beautiful world with our partners, Corporate Travel, and we're going to have a conversation with Joe DiFranco. He is in charge of a portion of this organization that does something very, very special for you. Joe holds a bachelor's degree in finance from the University of Notre Dame and an MBA from Michigan State University. He worked for 3 years at Ford Motor Company in corporate finance prior to spending 9 years in human resources and labor relations. Then he joined the family business at Corporate Travel, and we are all blessed because of it. He is the director of leisure travel. And Joe, welcome to the program. We want to talk about your very special role there and what you do for folks in the area of travel, tailoring their needs. Good morning.
Well, good morning, gentlemen. Thank you for that introduction. I should be running for president after that great resume building.
You'd have my vote, Joe. Come on.
Yeah.
You've seen what you'd have it right away.
Let's do it. Well, good morning to you. Thank you for having me.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, let's
So-
talk about this special
yeah.
program available through Corporate Travel, Joe.
Sure. So the division I'm work in with 7 other talented travel advisors, we've branded ourselves Exceptional Journeys. We're all one big happy family. We are Corporate Travel, just a division thereof. But the work that we do, unlike I think some of the other guests, who've been on the program,
Yeah.
what we do is much more tailored travel. So if you think of a group pilgrimage for a parish or an apostolate or perhaps Ascension Radio, radio personalities, those typically come with a group leader, the Pied Piper, if you will,
Right.
usually a spiritual director. And those will have any number of people, anywhere from 20, say, to maybe several busloads of people, depending on the destination and what that pilgrimage might have to offer. What we do at Exceptional Journeys is much more tailored, as I said, and much more kind of agile, nimble, and frankly smaller. So we are serving couples very commonly, solo travelers. That is by all takes a growing demographic within the travel industry at large. So solo travelers, couples, nuclear families, generational families. A lot of times grandma and grandpa might have the time and the means to plan something for their adult child or children and grandchildren. And then just individual, groups, smaller groups of friends, say several couples traveling together as friends. And what happens very frequently is one of these individuals will maybe be on one of our pilgrimages and they will come back saying, that was fantastic, life-changing in the true sense of the phrase. I want to recreate that now for my husband. Maybe I was there with my sister and now I want to do that for my husband. Or more commonly, perhaps for my adult children and grandchildren. Can you help me? And our colleagues down the hall say, why, Wes, yes, we can. Please allow me to introduce you to Joe DiFranco and his team. And that's what we do. And it's really, really rewarding because we are so close to the travelers themselves. And we're able to take their desires, their needs in some cases, and then augment them with what we know about the destinations that they would like to visit. Maybe we can bring to them things that they don't even know themselves or haven't heard of. And so we're kind of architects building with them the experience that they themselves are going to undertake. And it's just a lot of fun, very rewarding, and we love it.
Sounds wonderful. Are there certain locations that you find people ask for more than others when you do these smaller events?
Yeah, it's a great question. There are, there's kind of the 80-20 rule. Probably 80% of our travelers travel to the same 20% locations.
Okay.
The real answer is we can serve the world. What happens is in the situation of what I just mentioned, where somebody maybe goes to Lourdes or Fatima or Medjugorje or one of the Catholic pilgrimage sites that need no further explanation, the very common ones. If they're looking to recreate that, then yes, we can certainly serve those, at the individual private level. But what also happens is people may already be on one of those group tours that visits one of those destinations, and so they'll say, "Can you now help us get off the beaten track a little bit?"
Oh,
So, for example, just something that comes to mind, if they're in northern Spain for St. Ignatius Loyola, doing a pilgrimage there in Loyola and Burgos and some of those other places, they might also say, can you get me into Garabandal? not fully
Oh,
approved by the
Yeah.
church, but
got it.
definitely on the radar of a lot of people. You won't typically find that on a group itinerary because it is
Yeah,
kind of out of the way. It's
right.
small, right? It doesn't have the infrastructure to accommodate buses pulling up necessarily, but again, nimbly we can get people there. So, but generally, the world's our oyster. A lot of times they'll say, I want to make a pilgrimage of sorts to the church that my grandmother was baptized in northern Italy, southern France, Hungary, Poland, the Czech Republic, wherever it might be.
Oh,
And our answer is, frankly, always, yes, we can do that. It's a lot
Mhm.
of fun.
That's
yeah.
got to be very rewarding to have people kind of set their own itinerary, or at least have you plan for them according to their desires. And plus, I would imagine you learn a lot about people's individual tastes that want to have more intimate experience in a pilgrimage.
Yeah, definitely so. Not only, getting to know their tastes, as you said, but getting to know them, which is the real reward that you were talking about.
Mm.
Yeah.
What happens a lot of times is we're able to work in much more of a consultative role. We like to say, well, a lot of families might have a personal family lawyer or a interior decorator or a financial advisor. We look to fill that role in their life to be their travel advisor. And so sometimes we'll get people saying, I'm going for the religious aspect. My husband, he's coming along, but really he's just looking forward to relaxing on the beach in Italy. And that allows us to say, whoa, let's talk about that because the beaches in Italy are probably what your husband might be thinking of. How about southern France, where there or southern Spain and the Costa del
Oh,
Sol, where there are beaches. And then we can kind of, bring people along in the faith because they're getting maybe more of the secular that is in no way at odds with the faith, and we can meld the two. So that's the real reward is being sneaky, if you will. It's fun.
Hey, Joe, we're Catholic radio, so we're not name droppers here, but obviously you get to do this with some famous people. So just you can be a name dropper. Who have you done this with? No, I'm just kidding. But I know that you definitely run into people that we would know and people that we don't know. This is for everyone, right? This isn't just for the person that's living in high society. Anyone can reach out to you with a smaller group that wants a little tailored experience.
Yeah, that's exactly right. We serve all. And you're right, it's Catholic radio. We are a Catholic family that owns the company, and so as you folks know, most of what we do is Catholic pilgrimage. But we can do we can hit kind of all price points, particularly in the pilgrimage market, because it's expensive.
Yeah.
It can be expensive.
right.
Exceptionaljourneys.net, exceptionaljourneys.net. That's how you get a hold of Joe and begin this exceptional journey, not only joining a group, but getting your own tailored pilgrimage, your own tailored trip. Thanks so much, Joe. God bless you. Thanks for all that you do. Thanks for all that Corporate Travel does. And thanks for your partnership with us here on Morning Offering and Ave Maria Radio.
Thank you. Have a great day.
God bless you.